لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وأقسموا بالله جهد أيمانهم لئن جاءهم نذير ليكونن أهدى من إحدى الأمم فلما جاءهم نذير ما زادهم إلا نفورا استكبارا في الأرض ومكر السيء ولا يحيق المكر السيء إلا بأهله فهل ينظرون إلا سنة الأولين فلن تجد لسنة الله تبديلا ولن تجد لسنة الله تحويلا أولم يسيروا في الأرض فينظروا كيف كان عاقبة الذين من قبلهم وكانوا أشد منهم قوة وما كان الله ليعجزه من شيء في السماوات ولا في الأرض إنه كان عليما قديرا ولو يؤاخذ الله الناس بما كسبوا ما ترك على ظهرها من دابة ولكن يؤخرهم إلى أجل مسمى فإذا جاء أجلهم فإن الله كان بعباده بصيرا صدق الله العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. The last few ayat of Surah Fatir, inshallah, we're tonight completing it. وَأَقْسَمُوا بِاللَّهِ جَهْدَ أَيْمَانِهِمْ. These people, the Quraysh, they had taken very forceful, very strong oaths. They had sworn to Allah, لَإِنْ جَاءَهُمْ نَذِيرٌ, that if a messenger, if a warner comes, لَيَكُونُنَّ أَهْدَى مِنْ إِحْدَى الْأُمَمِ, then we will be more receptive than any other community. They heard the stories about previous nations and they said that Allah did not send a Nabi among us. If Allah sends a Nabi, we'll be the best. We will not be like any of those. فَلَمَّا جَاءَهُمْ نَذِيرٌ, when the actual warner came to them, مَا زَادَهُمْ إِلَّا نُفُورًا, it added nothing to them but aversion. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's real command, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, came to them, they did not do anything except that they started running away. And the reason is istikbaran fil ard. They were showing arrogance in the land. This arrogance is what killed them. They were not able to accept that someone would come and tell us something that we are not used to, that we have grown fond of, we have come to love what our forefathers have been doing. A child of our own family would grow older and start telling us that what we've been doing is not right. This takabbur, this istikbar, this is what made them do this. وَمَكْرَ السَّيِّئِ, and plotting of evil. So not only did they run away from the Prophet ﷺ, rather they also started plotting things against the Prophet ﷺ. One thing would have been that they say, we don't listen to him, we don't want to follow him, we don't understand what he's saying. But they became in opposition of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, starting plotting things against the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah is giving a principle: وَلَا يَحِيقُ الْمَكْرُ السَّيِّئُ إِلَّا بِأَهْلِهِ. Allah is giving a principle that we should remember and we should learn and we should apply, which is that the evil plot engulfs none but its own people. We do evil to someone, it is going to come back to bite us. This is the principle of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this world, that a lot of times in our life we are in a situation where we can handle the situation, manipulate the situation in such a way that we can manipulate things to our benefit, and someone else, although we know that they are right, we still cause harm to them. Whenever we do evil, we may appear to succeed, but Allah is giving the principle that it is definitely going to come back and engulf the plotter itself. This is what happens. The people plotted against the Prophet ﷺ, what happened to them? They were all conquered by the Prophet ﷺ. The Muslims, all of Arab, far beyond the boundaries of Arab, Islam is spread, the rule of Rasulullah ﷺ and Islam spread. Similar has been the case in many places. The difference is that when a person has the sincere intention of upholding the command of Allah, then Allah definitely helps them in this world and the hereafter as well. If there is lack of intention of upholding the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then there is no promise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then we see that wars keep on going for 60, 70, 80 years. If the real intention is to never uphold and enact the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when they get rule in land, then for such people the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not come. But those who have sincere intention of upholding the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the help of Allah does come. And we see this in many different places on earth, even today. In our private life, in our social life, in our family life, and our professional life, we should also remember this. There might be a place, there might be a position when we are in a situation that we can make things go in such a way, manipulate. We are well versed with how to talk with people. We have some good relationships with some people, and we can use this situation to turn the situation into our favor and hurt someone else. That plan definitely is going to come back to bite us. This is the promise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Similarly, if someone else does it to us, we should not feel pressure. We should not feel the burden. This benefit that they are getting by plotting evil against us, this is going to be temporary. It's going to come back and engulf them. This is what we can see. This is the principle of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And even if the plot does not visibly engulf the person the plotter himself or herself, in the hereafter there is definitely punishment for them, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised that this will come to harm the person who actually plotted it. وَلَا يَحِيقُ الْمَكْرُ السَّيِّئُ إِلَّا بِأَهْلِهِ فَهَلْ يَنظُرُونَ إِلَّا سُنَّةَ الْأَوَّلِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that they are basically not looking for anything but the divine practice with the earlier people. What is that? That similar rule. These people plotted against their Anbiya, the past the past nations. What happened to them? The punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala came and they were all destroyed. So Allah is saying that they are not waiting, these Quraysh, they are not waiting for anything except that the sunnah of Allah, the way of Allah is applied and enacted over them as well. وَلَن تَجِدَ لِسُنَّةِ اللَّهِ تَحْوِيلًا. And you will never find that there is any diversion or any difference, that Allah does something different with different people. The sunnah of Allah, the way of Allah is the same. أَوَلَمْ يَسِيرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ فَيَنْظُرُوا كَيْفَ كَانَ عَاقِبَةُ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ وَكَانُوا أَشَدَّ مِنْهُمْ قُوَّةً. Did they not travel in the land and see how was the end of those before them? They were stronger than these in power, in strength. وَمَا كَانَ اللَّهُ لِيُعْجِزَهُ مِنْ شَيْءٍ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَلَا فِي الْأَرْضِ إِنَّهُ كَانَ عَلِيمًا قَدِيرًا. No matter how much power, no matter how much trickery, no matter how much wisdom somebody might have up their sleeve, they cannot overpower and frustrate Allah. There is not such a thing, does not exist. Allah is not such that something in the heavens or the earth can ever frustrate him. إِنَّهُ كَانَ عَلِيمًا قَدِيرًا. Surely he is all-knowing and all-powerful. When somebody is all-knowing and all-powerful, then nobody can overpower him, nobody can defeat him. وَلَوْ يُؤَاخِذُ اللَّهُ النَّاسَ بِمَا كَسَبُوا. The reason why these people are not getting punishment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala right away, the reason is وَلَوْ يُؤَاخِذُ اللَّهُ النَّاسَ بِمَا كَسَبُوا مَا تَرَكَ عَلَى ظَهْرِهَا مِن دَابَّةٍ. If Allah were such that he would take mankind to task right away for what they did, then Allah would not have left a single living creature on the earth. Why? Because the people who do not believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they do not deserve to live on the land of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the people who even believe, they do not fulfill the right of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when people will not exist, nothing else will exist, because the world exists for human beings to serve them. Walakin, but the principle of Allah, the way of Allah is يُؤَخِّرُهُمْ إِلَىٰ أَجَلٍ مُسَمَّى. Allah delays it up to an appointed time. فَإِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهُمْ. When their time will come, فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ بِعِبَادِهِ بَصِيرًا. Then Allah is the one who will see his slaves. Allah knows, Allah controls, they cannot run away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahumma lakal hamdu wa lakal shukr. Surah Fatir, we completed the recitation tonight, inshallah. بإذن tomorrow we'll start Surah Yasin. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.